Good afternoon, Hamden. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Carly.
In recent news today, Deutsche Bank headquarters was searched by the police and their stock dropped 4%. Quinnipiac University decides to go tobacco-free on the Mount Carmel campus.
Oh wait, Tyler. This just in from our field reporter at one of the local Costco locations. Costco lacks pharmacy controls and fills incomplete orders. Here's a statement currently being made from U.S. Attorney Decker, who's investigating the case.
These are not just administrative or paperwork violations. Costco's failure to have proper controls in place of its pharmacies played a role in prescription drugs reaching the black market. Costco's pharmacies in Southern California filed numerous prescriptions for drugs that should not have been sold to consumers because of its flawed system for validated DEA registration numbers.
Thank you for your statement, U.S. Attorney Decker.
Now, here with us today is Shad Thomas, a former employee of Costco who was fired for being a whistleblower during this case.
Shad, how are you today?
I'm good, Carly and Tyler.
So, we have recently found out that you have been fired from Costco. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course, Tyler. I thought doctors were overprescribing patients with pain medication, and I brought my concern up to Costco. I was then fired soon after. I red flagged one doctor who's now on trial for 3 counts of second-degree murder for 3 patient overdoses. Another doctor I red flagged prescribed over 7,000 oxycodone pills to one patient in just 1 year.
Do you think there is any reason Costco pharmacists would turn the other way when doing this? Go.
Costco had a bonus program for pharmacy managers for sales incentives. These incentives allowed managers to prescribe addicted patients' prescriptions and continuously fill them. Even though this isn't necessarily illegal, it's unethical.
Thanks for being with us today.
Of course, Tyler.
A quote from DEA Assistant Administrator Louis Milione. Last year, over 50,000 Americans died as a result of drug overdoses, many of which were related to the misuse of prescription drugs. This settlement demonstrates the accountability and responsibility that go along with handling controlled prescription drugs.
Covering a few questions from the 4 spheres. Which course of action will do the least harm? Which alternatives best serves others' rights, including shareholders? What plan can I live with, which is consistent with the basic values of my company? And which course of action is feasible in the world as it is?
CEO Walter Craig Jelinek took these questions into consideration when making his final choice.
Now we'll send it over to Jelinek's press release for all you viewers at home to see his final decision.
To address the issues uncovered in this investigation, Costco made improvements to its pharmacies. The company purchased a new pharmacy management system at a total budgeted 5-year cost of approximately $127 million. Additionally, Costco implemented a 3-tier audit program. Tier 1, done by the pharmacy managers and the regional pharmacy supervisors. Tier 2, completed by an internal audit group consisting of 3 auditors and a supervisor. And Tier 3, an external audit group, comes in with 40 annual audits.
Not only were these actions illegal, but they were also very unethical.
In 2013, Costco took on a new management team that disregarded the code of ethics.
Costco violated the government requirements approach, Hobbs and Locke. Never take any action that violates the law, for the law represents the minimal moral standards of our society.
Under the framing of decisions and the psychology of choice, Costco uses different outcomes related to selecting a solution to their problem.
As seen behind us on Costco's decision tree, there are 3 possible outcomes.
First is to pay the fine of $11.75 million, then implement the new system described by the CEO for a total 5-year cost of $127 million.
Second, the company could choose to pay the fine and continue operations, resulting in more fines and loss of license, resulting in a significant loss of their special operations revenue, including gasoline, food court, and pharmacy.
Third and lastly, the firm could select to do neither of these and would be forced to cease operation.
Costco selected to solve the problem and implement the 3-tiered management system.
As for decision-making, the CEO used 2 major methods, first being a non-program decision based on the fact that this problem was specific to the situation.
Second, the CEO uses a classical decision theory where there is a clearly defined problem and knowledge of alternatives.
And that's it for today. Stay tuned for next week's segment where we'll talk about Credit Suisse and their money laundering scandal.
Stay classy, Hamden.